Hey, Becky Edwards here, Purpose Driven Mentoring. I want to share an epiphany I had with this week's Come Follow Me lesson. It is in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 7. And this is a verse that talks about holiness, where Paul says to the Thessalonians, "For God hath not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness." And uncleanness in Jewish culture could mean common, ordinary, that kind of thing. And holiness, if you look in the Bible dictionary, says things or places that were holy were set apart for a sacred purpose. So my question for you today is, what are some of those mundane tasks or experiences that you go through in life that are kind of just part of life that you could choose to make a little more holy? Instead of having them be so ordinary, what could you do to have them be more holy? So let's look at 3 different ones. And I'll just share from my own experience of what has worked for me. So the first one, let's talk about dishes. I don't typically love doing dishes. It's a pretty ordinary, common task, but I like having a clean house. So what I have found that makes doing dishes a little more of a holy experience for me, a couple of things. One is if somebody's in the kitchen with me and we're doing dishes together, we talk, we connect. It becomes more of a nurturing, connecting, bonding experience, and that's holy. God gave us people in our lives to help us just to have joy and grow and love and all these good things. So connecting makes things more holy. Another one is if I am the only one around and I'm doing the dishes, I put on something that invites light, whether it's music, whether it's a podcast, a conference talk, whatever it may be, that makes the activity more holy. The dishes are still the dishes, but I shifted inside of how I see that or how I interact with that, and so it made it more holy. Let's talk about another one. How about laundry? Again, it's not something I just love to do laundry. And when our kids were pretty young, we taught all of them to do their own laundry. So I don't do a ton of laundry anymore, but still I do laundry. And what I have noticed for me that helps laundry become a little more holy is gratitude. Gratitude. I have, it's almost gonna make me cry, but sometimes I'll ask myself, what would my life be like without this thing? And instantly I think, oh my word, there are people in this world who don't have a change of clothes. They don't have clean towels and rags and pillowcases and sheets and then suddenly I'm filled with gratitude, like, wow, I'm really glad I get to do laundry, because what that means is we have changes of clothes. We have clean towels and rags and sheets, and it just shifts things. And suddenly laundry, which was pretty common and ordinary, became a little more holy. Let's look at one more example. Diaper changing. I just had 3 days babysitting our 3 little granddaughters, so we had some of that going on. And diaper changing isn't pleasant, especially if it's a stinky diaper, right? But if you can make it a connection moment, then it just shifts everything. I remember my mom I don't remember from my childhood because I was really little when I had diapers, but she used to sing this fun little song. I'm not a great singer, but I'll sing a little bit of it. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around your neck. And she would sing that as she would change diapers of, the next younger kids. I do remember her singing that. And I had no idea that it was from a musical. And now I can't remember which one. If you know which one, type it in. So I can remember, but I remember that as an adult, I saw that musical and I went, I thought my mom made up that song. But that was such a fun little way where my mom would sing to us and we would just connect. And so I love singing a song to a cute little one that I'm changing their diaper, or playing a game, or just being silly and playful. And suddenly that task that wasn't very pleasant becomes holy. So I invite you to type in the comments below, what is a task that's kind of mundane and ordinary and maybe not very pleasant in your life? And what could you do to make it a little more holy? And for me, the 3 things that I have found that work really well are connection, gratitude, and filling up with light. Whether that light be like music, podcasts, conference talks, whatever it may be. Connection, gratitude, and filling up with light. And I'd love to hear your ideas. What works for you already? And if you haven't considered making a mundane task holy, type in the comments, what task would you like to try and what are you going to try with that? And I'd love to hear how you're going to do it. So make today a little more holy by how you interact with those mundane tasks. Have a great day.